Good morning. Welcome to the YouTube Recovering Addict live stream. I'm going live today because I'm on a 75-day hard challenge, just like I have been for the last 8, 9 days. And like I said, you're going to see me have to bebop and move around, talking about resolutions. Um, my schedule, because I got to go to work, right? So today we got a photo shoot at the Other Side Academy. And so I'm going to go live here just for a few minutes just to say that I did it, sticking to. Remember, I said this live stream is because I'm being selfish for my discipline. So I'm sticking to my commitment. I'm staying live, live right this second. So I'm going to read through this devotional and then say what's up real quick, and then I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It's not going to take long. We're driving down the truck right now. My son Zylan's driving. Got my son Amos in the back. Headed to Salt Lake to do a photo shoot for the Other Side Academy. My throat is getting a little better each day. The thing I'm worried about, let me know what you think, like getting over a cold like I am right now, or whatever I got. Should I go have surgery? Because tomorrow my surgery is scheduled for surgery tomorrow. It's making me nervous. It's annoying because my surgery was scheduled, or I got denied, and it took 2 months to get it scheduled again. And now I get it scheduled, and then I get sick. So great. But anyway, here's our devotion. Addiction warps our perspective and leads us to believe that our addictive actions offer us some freedom when, in reality, addiction creates a spiritual and psychological bondage. We think we are free in our minds. We think we are free in our emotions. Sometimes we think we expand into the universe and have a spiritual awakening when we do drugs and drink alcohol, but it's not. It's all fake. It's all fake as shit. And all it does is ties chains around your wrists and eventually destroys your health and hooks you to the ground. And you wake up in your pile of your own puke and misery. And that's the only place it ever leads, right? We know that jails, institutions, or death. It's the only place doing drugs ever leads. We each have free will, God's gift to us, allowing us to choose how we will act. But we can be deceived and misuse free will. He says, I certainly did. Through addiction, the devil lies to us, telling us that drugs and alcohol can liberate us, but rather than free us, addiction only enslaves us. That's a fact. Good morning, brother. Congrats on getting approved. I would say pray about it and go from there. Amen to that. I'm going to give him a call too. Oh, good. I'm just glad to see all y'all here with this crazy live stream I'm doing here. Driving down the road. Yeah, I'm going to call him. I feel like it's the right thing to do. So, don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol. All it does is enslave you. As I began to establish some separation from addiction, I gained clarity, and I began to realize the significant distinction between free will and real freedom. I am indeed free to do what I want, but if I'm using my free will, I am in bondage to sin. Am I free? It's a great question. Real freedom is when you know we can do whatever we want, but we consciously choose to follow God and to live according to His will. Romans 6:18 tells us, and having been set free from sin, you became slaves of righteousness. Choosing God and obeying His will allows us to remove the chains of sin and addiction. It binds us to Him in love. That is the good news. The power of His Spirit sets us free. And one of the fruits of His Spirit is what? Self-control. When His Spirit is present in our lives, we live empowered and we are free from the bondage of addiction. God did not create us to be addicts and alcoholics. His plan for our life is that we live in His freeing presence as we are increasingly transformed into the image of Christ. So ask God to take you on a journey. This is your prayer tip. Ask Him to teach you how to live in His presence and to make your lifestyle, how to make it your lifestyle. Ask God to surround you with His people who will host His presence. Ask God to show you how to seek His presence through prayer and worship. And then here's your action step. Take 5 or 10 minutes daily, even now, and sit and focus on God. Thank Him for His love and allow His presence to increase in you and around you. The more we can learn to sit and commune with Him, the more His feeling presence flows in our lives. Amen. His freeing presence. So here we are on the way to work. That's why I'm on an hour early. Got my boy in the back, got my boy driving. Good morning, Lowe's. Good to see y'all. So that's our daily devotion for today. I'm live. I kept my commitments to my 75. So whatever New Year's resolution you've set, make sure you keep those commitments, even if you got to bob and weave around work, schedule, and time. Drink water, eat healthy. And so let's have our little Serenity prayer. Everybody with me? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So tomorrow I'll be back with a full show at 7 a.m. in the basement, in the studio. So until then, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your programs, and remember, we recover better together. Dear, 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 dear.